All right, so let's get straight to it. Willis Ocheng, how are you doing tonight?
Betty, I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I don't know if you've been having or hearing that conversation with the great guy, Eddie Butita, from grass to now riches and a lot of grace.
Betty, personally, I have a lot of respect for those who are in the creative industry.
Yes.
That is, all of them as a group. And when people talk in a way that encourages others to do the right things in life and to climb the ladder higher and higher. So I give him a salute for that inspiring talk.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Willis. So Willis, we're going to go straight to our words, and today we're going to be using the graphics. So let's have the first graphic as we take a look at what pronunciation that is. Let's go. Let's start with the first word. All right, so Willis, how do we go about this particular one? Delicious or delicious?
Betty, you say D, then you say shares, not shares and not sears.
Okay.
Delicious, no.
All right.
Delicious, no. You say delicious.
Delicious. All right. So I'm always using the word as delicious. Yes. So it's delicious, is it?
That is the way to pronounce that word, Betty.
All right, Willis, let's get straight to the next one. Let's see what word this one is. All right. So do we say dissertation, dissertation? How do we go about that one?
Oh, that special project for earning a doctorate degree or a doctorate for that matter, Betty.
Yes.
You say disa, not desa and not desa. You just say dissertation.
Okay.
Dissertation.
Dissertation. Actually, that's another one I used to say, dissertation.
Yes.
So thank you for that correction, Willis. Dissertation it is. All right.
You're welcome, Betty.
All right, let's go to our third word for tonight. Hey, this one is special, Willis. Where I'm very sure very many church leaders would have a problem with this. Hey, I don't even want to try it. Ecclesiastes, I don't know. Willis, talk to us about this one. This one is difficult for sure.
Betty, that word is very tricky for anyone. And as I always say, any person can find it very difficult. Even in England, there are certain words that can be difficult for anyone to pronounce. But this one you say, then Ecclesiastes. 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 Can you try it, Betty?
Even Butita is here laughing at me. Butita, you want to try it? Ecclesiastes.
You say Eccli, then Ecclesiastes.
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 Butita, can you try that?
Ecclesiastes.
Yes, that way.
Ecclesiastes.
That way. Ecclesiastes.
All right, then Butita has gotten it. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Hey, Willis, you're in a...
It's a mouthful and, of course, a tongue twister, Betty. That is a word that can be very tricky for many people. You remember when we dealt with that word conscientiously, it's not a very easy word. So one came from South Africa, and you heard what that lady had to give in as her best. So, as I always say, no person in this world, not even Willis, can be totally perfect or can be perfect for that matter. Let me not add that adverb to modify perfect. I just say nobody can be perfect or spotless.
I love the way you speak, Willis. So there we go. At least now we know the correct pronunciation. Let's go to our next word. Let's get in the graphics. So this one, if you want to, to say that, somebody like, say, for example, Butita is handsome. Is it handsome or handsome? I'm not saying he is, though.
Oh, hand, no. Hand, no. You say hand. That D is not pronounced in that word, Betty.
Oh, my goodness.
You say handsome. Handsome, not hand. Handsome, no. Handsome, yes. And Betty, you also say handkerchief, not handkerchief. It's hang, handkerchief, not handkerchief. And this one, handsome, not handsome, that we commonly hear around us.
Hey, those are two big surprises. Handsome and handkerchief, not handkerchief. That one is, I think all of us would have missed it. So it's
there
handkerchief.
You are, Betty.
Okay. Wow.
That is it.
Okay, handkerchief and handsome, not handsome. All right, so let's move on, Willis, to the next word. Yes, so this word, R-E-C-C-E. Willis, talk to us about this one. Do you say Ricky, Reke, Rek, Rech? How do we go about it?
But many people innocently say reke, but reke, we don't have that pronunciation for that word. In fact, it's the short form of reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. So you do a reki, and you don't do a reke, you don't do a rese. So the correct pronunciation of that word, or that short form, is reki.
Reki.
Reki, to do a reki.
Okay. What about the squad?
Yes.
That's serious squad. Is it Reki squad, or is it still, or is it Reka squad? How do we say it?
Yes, you still say Reki. You don't say Rese squad, Reke squad, no. You say Reki. Reki squad, and also to do a Reki.
Okay. Willis, today you umechanua kabisa, Reki squad it is. All right, Willis, we can go straight to the words that...
Umesema nimewachanua, Betty?
Umetuchanua, kutuchanua leo sana. I like that. So we actually...
Unapoongea Kiswahili...
Natakanga tu kujua kama kwa kweli wewe pia wewe unaweza ongea Kiswahili sanifu yani.
No, but we can never assume Kiswahili. That's a very important language currently, even internationally, and even if you know English to which depth, you can't assume. As a son or a daughter of Africa, you can't assume not to speak Kiswahili, and that is where I also respect you a lot, Betty.
Thank you, Willis. So we actually have one word from my list. The last one from my list is this one. So, Willis, surprise us again. Do you say crematorium, crematorium? I don't know, strematorium? How do we go about it?
Oh, Betty, let's begin with the verb for that word.
Okay.
Or in that word family. We have to cremate, not cremate. To cremate, that is burning somebody's body.
Okay.
Cremate. Then cremation, not cremation.
Okay.
Then that place, you call it a crematorium. Crematorium. That is the way to pronounce that word, Betty. You get it right?
Yes. Crematorium, yeah. That one we normally say it very wrong. Crematorium, so it's crematorium. Okay, Willis, the last one, now for sure. The last one, Willis, from me. Let's see the words. Okay, so is it apex or apex?
The way you have pronounced that word is the way to go about it. You don't say apex. Many people say apex because of what we commonly hear. But Betty, as I always say, we could do better if education systems in the world, mark that right, education systems in the world laid enough emphasis with accurate and simplified guidance that could help people, just like what we have on grammar and vocabulary. So some people will say apex because of what the eyes see without knowing that the first letter, that is A, takes its name as the sound in that word. So you say apex, not apex.
Okay. Thank you, Willis. Hey, Lord, we're to surprise. The surprises are so many, Willis. So I ask you to take it away with the words that you've seen from our audience throughout the week.
Yes. Now, Betty, in the first place, I wish to remind people that the guidance that we give about pronunciations, that is correct pronunciations, are important for those who are in careers of serious communication. Not everyone in the society or in any place can use standard English. But we learn standard English for those who are in careers of serious communication. Anyway, Lokasa ya Tony, you say ambition and ambitious. Dr. W. Saula, you say satellite, just that way. Satellite or satellite, not satellite. Wakili Jesse Kihoro of Juja, Kiambu, you say belfry. Mwana wa Kilonzo, you say answer, not answer. Peter Walker, nauseous, and parliament. A very tricky word for many people because people find themselves saying parliament, but that I is silent. When you say parliament, it's like saying my friend. Friend, no. That I is silent. Friend, parliament. That is the way to go. Pastor Nathan at Ngetich Su 2020 of Konoin Bomet, you say problem, not problem. Problem, no. It sounds unique, but inaccurate. You say problem, simple and clear. Yusuf Galmogle, you say pulpit. But pulpit, not pulpit. Then renaissance, renaissance. At Rice_AFC, adjective, adjacent, not adjacent. This, I believe, is a surprise to many people. You don't say adjacent. You say adjacent. Now, the last one, adjourned for Rice. Keegan at K Koyuko, you say adieu, adieu, and apnea. That condition, you call it apnea. Caleb Odipo, if you like Caleb Odipo, you say come upons, come upons. Washi Wenwa, connoisseur. Okulo Jr. of Mombasa, comrade, not comrade and not comrade. Comrade, no. Comrade. Victor Mandela, corporation and edema. Makotsi Kisikwa of Nairobi, CUT for CAT. CUT. CUT, but C-U-T, CUT. CUT. Chantel Samara of Kisii, Phoenix. You are right, young girl. You say Phoenix, not phonics and not phoenix and not phonics. Phoenix. Angeline C. Korir of Eldoret, Attorney General. Attorney General, not Attorney General. Attorney General. Samson Bwire and Oundo Kevin, you say decoder. Michael Nakitari and Collins Otieno, you say soliloquy, not soliloquy. At Opio Morio 1, you say doyen. Lastly, Washi Wenwa, you say what I said earlier. I've seen two questions, but you're talking about the same word. You say connoisseur, and you get all these only on TV 47 this Friday with Betty. But now, we can go straight to our surprise word for tonight, and that surprise word is right here. Now, this word, many people innocently say rearguard. Rearguard, no. You say rearguard. A rearguard action, not rearguard. And then, if you have words throughout the week, the way we normally try to do it and cover everybody, because we are learning like brothers and sisters, you just send in using this Twitter handle that is at Willis Ochieng1. I may say on that X handle, on X or on Twitter, you say or you send to this handle at Willis Ochieng1. You can also use at Betty M. Kialo or at TV 47 News. Then once we get the words, we'll try to check the ones that are useful, and I'll give you the correct or actual pronunciation as much as I can. But anything English, basic words, just send them in and I'll handle them for you. Otherwise, from me, it's now time to take you back to Betty, Nairobi.
Well, thank you so much, Willis Ochieng, one on as it is on X. Thank you, Willis. Today you really surprised us with those interesting conversation. Eddie, did you know it's handsome? Now see, handsome.
Yeah, I'm not handsome, I'm handsome.
You're handsome.
So you are right.
I was right. Okay,
Handsome.
you know, I knew you were going to talk about it. But Willis, thank you so much for tonight. So Eddie, just wait a minute there.
It's Eddie.
It's Eclair. Do you remember Eclair?
It's Eddie. It's not Eddie. It's Eddie.
Oh, it's Edie, but
Yeah.
no, it cannot be
It's not
Edie.
Butita, it's Buvira.
Ah, come on.
Buvira.
Where are you going?
Oh, nimefikiria unaona
Wait,
ukinisimamisha.
you know, let's ask.
You say
let's ask,
Eddie.
It's Eddie.
Let's ask
Eddie.
Willis. Yeah. So
It's
Willis.
Eddie, not Edie. Now, I wish to take that chance also to advise people like this. Please let us always say what we are sure of. When it comes to pronunciations, Betty, in any language,
Yes.
we must follow what we call the phonology and orthography of that language. So like this name, it's just Eddie, not Edie.
Thank you, Willis. Thank you for that. Umesikia?
Yes.
Wacha maneno mingi. This is the what? This is the
It's
guy
Eddie.
pronunciation.
Not Eddie pronunciations. It's okay.
Usiseme pronunciations. Pronunciation.
Nipatie 2 months.
Thank you so much, Willis. We'll see you again next week. I really appreciate your work tonight. It has been fantastic and, of course, excellent as always. Thank you so much, Willis, joining us from Kisii County. All right, so Eddie, listen, it's time to let you go.
Hivyo tu?
Hivyo tu.
Okay.
Ama utakungojea?
Si ni hivyo tu,
Okay,
sinaishia?
keti tu. Keti kidogo niongee na wana.
Kama ni masaa ya kuenda niende.
All right, so we're going to be going back to finish the show with the one and only Eddie Butita. He tried to say it's Edie, but obviously the word master himself has said no. So before we wind up, ladies, I want to just remind you something. And of course, it's the great news that we have from Nivea. And Nivea has introduced a fantastic new skincare range just for us ladies, you know. You just asked what it is. Well, let me tell you more about this delicious lotion. Now, which provides 48 hours of deep nourishment. Can you imagine 48 hours? And it helps reduce the appearance of stretch marks in just 2 good weeks. Well, the best thing is it's perfect for actually our melanin-rich skin, giving us care and attention that we deserve. Plus, it also helps out our skin tone and reduces dark spots, giving us that radiant look. What that means is there's no more dealing with products that don't meet our needs or our standards. But you know, of course, with Nivea, you can finally care for your skin the right way. You should try it out and see the difference because Nivea has your shade of beautiful. I hope you're going to be trying it this weekend. Mimi nilijaribu tayari na it is working. All right, so Eddie.
It's Eddie.
Come on over here. Help me finish the show.
It's Eddie.